What colour is this dress? It's simple, right? It's obviously a blue dress with black stripes. Or is it a white dress with gold stripes? Chances are by now you will have selected one of those two camps and you'll think that I'm somehow trying to trick you by suggesting another option. But if you take a look at the internet, you will have seen that thousands of people today are arguing this exact question. And if you're anything like me, you will assume that anyone who disagrees with you is obviously in on some sort of joke and trying to pull your leg. It's obviously white with golden stripes. Anyone who says otherwise is trying to trick me. But that's not the case. You can take this image and eventually you'll find someone that disagrees with you, and they'll disagree with you 100%. You won't be able to convince them that what you see is correct, and they won't be able to convince you either. Because the fact is, some people genuinely see this as a blue dress with black stripes, and some people see it as a white dress with gold stripes. There's an easy way to look at this, obviously. We just open it up in Photoshop and we sample the two colours and we see, yes, it is a blue colour there and a slightly murky brown colour there. But that's not what we're really talking about. We're talking about what we perceive, what we interpret that scene to be, what we think those colours are in real life. Take a look at this Rubik's Cube. It has three sides, a top side, a side side, and a front side. If we take a look at the centre square of the top side and the centre square of the front side, we see that those are quite clearly different colours. The top is a murky brown and the front is a bright orange. But if we remove the rest of the image, we see that those two colours are actually identical. So what's going on? Well, it's very simple. We're interpreting this scene based upon the context cues that are given to us. We see this front side not as having darker colours, but as having colours in shadow. And so we compensate for that and we think that that murky brown is brighter than it really is. This is designed to trick you. It's an optical illusion. That's what optical illusions do. And that's what's happening with our dress. Someone is misinterpreting this scene. They're misinterpreting the lighting conditions and they're reaching an incorrect conclusion. But which one is it? Take a look at this picture. This is obviously a woman wearing a white dress, but she's sitting in the shade. But if we actually sample the colour of her dress, we can see it's a light blue. What's going on? If you've ever dabbled in photography, you might know that shadow tends to be slightly bluer than direct sunlight. Now, cameras can compensate for this, but if, as in this image, our camera is calibrated for the direct sunlight, we'll see those areas in shadow as slightly blue. But the thing is, our brains compensate for this as well. We see that dress made up of slightly blue pixels, but we understand it's in shade and is therefore a white dress. So we don't see it as light blue, we see it as white. So that's obviously the scenario that's happening with our dress. We've got a white dress that's in shadow. Or do we? Because this image is a little bit tricky. It's been taken with a camera phone and the exposure's all wonky and it's highly compressed. So while you might see a white dress that's been underexposed and has a blue cast because of a shadow, someone else is interpreting that same scene as being an overexposed blue dress. And those golden stripes are actually just black stripes that have been overexposed and muddied by compression. No one seems to know exactly why some people go one way and some people go the other, and no one agrees on what proportion it happens in. Some surveys say it's 50-50, some will go wildly one way or the other. But the fact is that people will land in one camp or the other. Or not. One blogger actually switched halfway through writing an article, went from seeing it as blue with black stripes to white with golden ones. So which colour do you see? What colour is this dress? Is it a white dress with golden stripes that's in shadow? Or is it a blue dress with black stripes lit from the front? Or is it a different colour entirely? It's a blue dress. Here's another picture of it.